Keep it going for Dave Reinert. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian is the Southern Belle, LyzTory. Story of my life. I got it in the hole. How y'all doing tonight? What the fuck was that? How the fuck are you doing tonight? Much better, much better. I really needed it after the day I had. Oh my God. I stubbed my toe when I got out of bed. Cussed for about 3 hours. I dropped rat turds instead of chocolate sprinkles in my coffee. And my wife bit the mailman. Yeah, my wife. I have to put up beware of wife signs now. I had to go down to the post office and I had to fill out paperwork. And now I have to get a post office box because no one will come to my house because they think my wife is rabid. I said she's bitchy, not rabid. Damn. Well, I am LyzTory. Nice to meet you. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I've just started transitioning my name. People back home, they're not taking to it so well. Where I come from, I'm a junior. My dad fought really hard about having me named after him. So, you know, he was very mature about it. And when I was born, he was like, I want a junior! So after fighting for it, he got it, and I am a junior. He became Big Lee, and I became Little Lee. I hate that name, Lee. My apologies to anyone Asian in the house. Sorry. I'm sure it's great for you, but it's not great for me. So I was like, okay, call me Liz. LyzTory, or just Liz. It's fine. You can call me Liz. You can do this. And they just thought that it was so disrespectful for my dad. So I was like, well, how about we call him Deadly and me Livingly? They now call me Liz. It's a win, you know. It's not easy being trans. I know you look at me and you're like, yeah, they got their thunder thighs in order. I know what I look like. I know I look like a hot, sexy they, them. Yeah, and I expect all of you to know my pronouns. No, not really. If you get my pronouns wrong, I won't go postal on you. I'm gender fluid. If that confuses you, don't worry. It confuses the fuck out of me every day. Some mornings I wake up and I'm a raging bitch, and that usually lasts for about a week. And then the rest of the time I wake up and I want to over-explain everything to women, and I can't find the G-spot. Yeah. And sometimes I don't even believe it's there. I can't find it, you know? And then the week comes and I'm a raging bitch again and I can find it. So, you know, my wife doesn't have to bite the mailman to get some excitement in her life. Yeah. Did y'all hear about Clarence Thomas, the Supreme Court judge, going to the hospital with flu-like symptoms? I don't like to wish anybody ill luck, but I do hope someone puts a pube in his pudding cup. That one's for some of you older ones. Insomnia. Who suffers from insomnia? Y'all, good sleeping bitches. You make me sick. Sometimes it's 4 hours, sometimes it's 2, and I've been trying to figure out what can I do about this? So I've been looking at the science of it, and I figured out, oh, I can drink chamomile tea before I go to bed, and I just stop doing everything 30 minutes before, nothing. I just stare at a wall, and I think maybe I'm gonna get a good night's rest. I smoke a joint. No, nothing. I was still missing sleep. And I got a Ouija board to see if my dad was trying to contact me from the other side. No, he ghosted me when I was a teenager. Yeah. But I do wish my dad had had more conversations with me, you know, about growing older with male body parts. The other day, I was getting up off the couch, and I stood up, and I had this pain shoot through my hip, up my back, my neck. Look at me, come on, you know what this looks like? I'm a fucking goner. I am going to have a heart attack. And I looked down and I was stepping on my balls. Droopy balls are a motherfucker. I have this fantasy. It's all about, since I've started to transition, it's all about, let's live a little, let's do me. So in my fantasy, I want to snort cocaine off of a dick. But I'm always too afraid to ask my grinder date if I can do it. Not because I don't want him to think that I'm a freak or that I'm a cokehead, but because I don't want him to reciprocate. I mean, if he wants to snort cocaine off of my dick, you can't get too much cocaine on a 1-inch surface area. Hung like a field mouse. Yeah. But on my escapades, I have learned a few things. One of them is that you can motorboat balls. Yeah, just like you do boobs, except with boobs, you know, you get a little too happy because they're boobs, so you're like, and that's really only good for one person. But with the balls, you kind of like hold it up like this, and you're just like, it drives them crazy. I almost gave someone a heart attack and he farted, and that was the end of that date. Yeah, that was bad. Have you ever had sex so good that when you climax, the convection oven dings? Yeah, the oven just dings whenever you're done, and you can just clear everything from the table. You can say, all right, honey, get off the table. It's time to eat. No, just me. Sex on the table. It's kind of like those bagels. Do you remember when we were kids, we had the bagels, the pizza on the bagel? You know? No? You could have, if you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. So it's kind of like sex on the table, sex on the counter, sex at supper time. Yeah, okay. I guess some people like to keep their bodily fluids away from other things. How's your New Year's resolutions going? Yeah, I got you on that one, didn't I? I've kept to my New Year's resolution. It's not because I'm stronger than any of you out there. It's because my resolution is to eat more sweets and die of diabetes. My goal is November, but my wife says that it's probably going to be December after suffering for a little bit. Who wants to come to my funeral? I'm going to be cremated. Sweetmeats are on the menu. I'm LyzTory. Go home and try some butt stuff.